The toddler's arm was as thick as my thumb. At just 18 months old, Malayka's body is shutting down. Garan Hassan, holding her daughter, baby Malayka, pulled me aside.
What is she trying to say? She pointed out her child. I can see.
Yes.
She's so incredibly thin.
Tonight, we take you to the heart of the hunger crisis in Somalia through the eyes of mothers, desperate to save their children.
Is that 10 centimeters?
Even less than 9.5.
So Malayka's arm is less than 2.5 inches in circumference, and you see this red, it means that she's pretty significantly malnourished.
Yes.
And even surrounded by the starving, Malayka is so critically malnourished, they rush her to the front of the line. Too weak to stand on the scale, they weigh her in that bucket. As it twists slowly around, the 18-month-old doesn't fuss. Tonight, Malayka's journey to survive.
Oh no, she's cold.
The team's on the ground, rushing to save her. Her life hanging in the balance like so many other children in Somalia. She's one of more than 500,000 children under 5 with severe acute malnutrition. Experts say up to half of them could die, according to the World Health Organization. And the UN saying this week that things could only get worse in the coming months if adequate help doesn't arrive soon.
I've never seen something this severe, a drought that has lasted this long and at this level of severity, and is causing such mass human suffering on a scale that is over half the country.
An historic drought, coupled with soaring global food prices, triggering what could be the world's deadliest hunger crisis in East Africa. At least 22 million starving, according to the UN World Food Program, Somalia the epicenter. More than 2 years without significant rain has turned grazing grounds into animal graveyards. Somalia has yet to declare an official famine, but many agencies believe it's already here.
For me, the declaration of famine is irrelevant, because right now, look around you. What is this if this is not famine?
We've traveled to the front lines of what could be the world's deadliest climate change disaster to accompany a mission by the FAO, the UN's Food and Agriculture Organization. Off the country's north-south highway, our convoy carving through the dust to communities deep in the bleached moonscape. At one of the stops, FAO Senior Technical Advisor Abshir Yusuf tenderly kneels near a dying sheep.
Are you watching both animals and humans get weaker and weaker?
The livestock is for everything for these communities. No livestock, no life.
We are following those FAO tankers delivering water, a desperate attempt to keep livestock alive.
This community moved here about 5 years ago during the last severe drought. And they came here because it's near a road and near a town, and they relied on UN agencies for food and water. But that has now dried up. UN agencies said they can't afford to feed them because what they've been doing in this country is taking food from the hungry to feed the starving.
Sheikh Bashir is the leader of this little community in northern Somalia. This milking camel is his 6th camel to die, leaving him and his family destitute and desperate. He's been relying on support from groups like the FAO, but with donor attention on COVID and Ukraine, humanitarian organizations tell us they are woefully underfunded and struggling to meet demand.
But what if they don't have more food or money there? What are they going to do?
Just waiting for Allah to give us something to survive.
Bashir uses the little food he has not only to keep his family alive, but his few remaining camels.
Oh, wow.
For the people.
You have been eating milk and meat your whole lives. Is it strange that you and your animals are now eating the same food?
Yeah.
His family hasn't had any meat in 9 months.
When he sleeps at night, what does he dream of?
Matar, rain. They pray for rains that climatologists predict will be too little, too late, making the coming wet season, typically running from October to December, the 5th consecutive failed rain. Which is why, out here, they sing to the camels, coaxing them to the trough to drink their hunger away. Because this drought has broken even the desert's hardiest animal.
What does it mean when the camels start to die?
Ali Muhammad says his family has survived off the land here for 500 years. And he showed us his 4 remaining camels.
Literally skin and bones.
It's actually a skeleton.
It's a skeleton. So they're drinking now, but how much can they drink water and not eat food?
That life support provided by those tankers from the FAO, they make the rounds to the neediest every few days.
Normally, it would be enough spacing between droughts that the farmland and the pasture land can get by. Now there's nothing left. 1/3 of the livestock in this country has expired over the last year.
The memory of the 2011 famine, which killed over 250,000, the majority of them children, remains fresh. So trucks bearing whole families and their livestock are on the move.
This group of 4 families has hired this truck. All their livestock are on there. You can see they're packed in there. On top is where they have tarps, their tents, all their possessions.
Over 1 million have given up on finding green pastures. They are climate refugees. Many head south, but to get there, they've got to go through areas under Al-Qaeda's affiliate, Al-Shabaab, and its iron rule. Those who can escape head for a southern town called Baidoa. It's a town of checkpoints, men with guns, and shattered streets, and everywhere around those tents. Beyond the threat of Al-Shabaab, the journey itself can be deadly.
It ends up being a perilous journey because most of them die on their way to the camp or die immediately they reach the camp out of exhaustion.
Here in Baidoa, where the need is so immense, Save the Children has opened centers. At this nutrition site, they assess the children's level of malnutrition and get them on a treatment program.
Last week, 4th September, was 8 kilos. Today is 8.8,
Wow.
so it's improving.
That's a lot.
Getting the treatment, yes.
This is the center treating Malayka. The staff recommends she be hospitalized in a special ward for severely malnutritioned children called a stabilization center. It's across town. But there's a complication.
So Gutman Hassan is saying she can't take her baby Malayka to the stabilization center because she has 6 other children. So she says she's got some tablets, some pills, and some of this nutritional food that she's going to try to feed her baby. Okay, so she's just going to go?
And just like that, Garan Hassan and baby Malayka disappear into the camp.
So this is Garan Hassan's house. This is the tent they built.
The next day, we accompany a Save the Children medical team for a welfare check.
Oh no, she's cold. Does she have a fever? She's very... They are taking her to the stabilization center? The ambulance is coming. So right now, Save the Children staff have determined that a day later, Malayka's even sicker, and she's so cold to the touch, it's actually a little scary. So they're going to take her to the hospital right now.
Her older brother, Nadifa, is also very sick.
The situation of the children are very serious. Both of them, they had different diseases. For example, the little one has severe acute malnutrition. and the other one has a pneumonia. These cases are very severe and they may cause death.
When we come back, the desperate efforts to save Malayka and her brother.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.